Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Attorney Commander Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. You know, this world is full of rogues. I mean, I just have to admit it. Our world is full of rogues. They're not only in Liberia, they're not only in Africa, they're all over the world. And even more especially, they are more prevalent in developed nations. Why? Because people here try to sit down and find ways to steal from other people. That's all to do. Sit down and invent ways to steal from people. Now I've had my share of scams perpetrated against me. I've lost a lot of money too. I lost over $1,000 to scammers. And that's not new. But the only problem is, how can you tell the scammers from the real people? How can you tell it? I mean, it's so bad in America now. You can't trust anybody. When anybody calls you and tells you something, you got to double check it to make sure they're telling you the truth, that they're authentic. Because there are too many crooks in this country, too many thieves. And let me tell you, the latest scam, if you don't be careful, this scam is so terrible, you could lose serious amount of money. This is the letter. I posted it on Facebook already. This is the letter that I received from scammers. It has publisher clearinghouse address and everything on it. This letter is telling me that I'm a winner of a sweepstake of $2 million. And there are numbers here for you to call. I called those numbers. And there are people on the other line answering the phone. Not only young people, these are very old and mature people too. Women. It looks like they're using women to perpetrate all these crimes because every time you call, many of the people that answer the phones are women. And what they did, to make this letter even more believable, these people, these scammers, sent a check in this letter for $9,750.25 addressed to me. This is a different kind of scam. Because for people like us, we used to people trying to scam money from us. But these scammers are inventing new ways every day. Now, I heard there's one form of scam where they send you a check. And when you put it in your account, it gives them access to your account information. But that scam, the way it is perpetrated, it is dangerous. First of all, I didn't know that when you deposit checks in the bank overnight, the bank clears the check without any investigation of the check, whether it's real, whether it's false. The bank doesn't do that. The bank clears the check overnight. Okay, I don't know whether they have a track record of their members who are sincere and honest. So when they deposit checks, the bank clears it right away. I don't know if that's the case. But according to the bank manager I spoke to today, I called him to inquire about this check and the people behind it. And he told me it's a scam. He said, that's a new scam now in the bank. These people will send you a check telling you that you're a sweepstake winner. And they will tell you to deposit the check. You call them, you will speak with them. There are people on the other line all day. You will speak with them. Somebody will answer the phone. And when you speak with them, they told me, deposit the check. deposit the check. And when you deposit it, call us back. And that's what they told me. To ensure that these people were sincere, I called them 2 or 3 times and they answered. All of them said the same thing. They asked me if I received the check they sent to me. And that check they sent to me in this letter, I will read this letter to you. The check they sent to me in this letter was for the lawyer's fee and insurance. Whenever you win big money, the people told me I won $2 million. Whenever you win big money, you have to have a lawyer. You have to pay insurance for the money in America. And that's what this letter was all about. The $9,000 that they sent in this letter for me was for insurance and lawyer's fee. Now, they told me to deposit the check. Mr. Chesson, the check is yours. Deposit that check there for lawyer's fee and insurance fee for you to get your money. I said, okay. So I went and deposited the check. The only thing that blessed me, there were 2 things that blessed me. I didn't know the bank just clears check overnight without verifying that the check is authentic. If the bank thinks you got money or you're a lawyer customer, they will clear all your checks without even verifying it until the next day. And this is what the manager told me. The manager said, it's a new scam. The bank just found it out. These scammers will write you and tell you that you won X number of dollars, millions of dollars. And they will send you a check telling you that check is for insurance and lawyer's fee. Because in order for you to get your money, your winnings, you got to have a lawyer and you got to pay insurance for the money. So they sent me $9,000 and told me, deposit it. My wife kept saying it's a fraud. I told her, I said, well, let's check it out. I called them. They told me, Mr. Chesson, when you deposit the check, call us back the next day. And I thought these people were authentic. I went and deposited the check. The next morning, the check cleared. The only thing that blessed me, that these people did not enter my account, was I woke up at 7 o'clock to go to my dialysis treatment. I checked my bank account. The $9,000 was cleared. I left. Somebody told me not to touch that money. Just leave and go do what you got to do and come back. I left and went to my dialysis. I had to call the people at 10:30 because they told me when the check cleared, I'm going to call them. The check cleared, I called them. Fortunately for me again, I was in my dialysis. The machine was making noise, so I couldn't hear her, the woman on the other line. So she was telling me what to do with the money. She asked me, have the check cleared? I said, yes, it cleared. I saw it cleared. She said, okay, now this is what you need to do. She said, you need to pay the lawyer's fee, $4,000 something. Now, just remember, they sent me $9,700. She told me to pay the lawyer's fee, $4,000. So while we're talking, I said, well, I can't understand you two. Well, 4,000 what? She said, well, you're doing your dialysis now. Finish, then you can call me back. I said, okay. My second or third blessing. When I left my dialysis, I went to call a woman. Somebody just told me, check your account before you call that woman. I went to my account to check. The bank had put my account on hold. So I was wondering why. They cleared it, then they put it on hold. So I didn't bother with it the first day. Yesterday, I called my friend at the bank. He's a manager. I said, look, man, I deposited this check. Why hasn't it cleared? He said, let me check it out. He went in my account, he checked it out. He said, oh, the banks still got it checked. It was different departments. I don't know what's wrong, but it was different departments. They're checking it out, and they said it would clear on the 13th. I said, okay, on the 13th. So I'm sitting down, the bank wrote me, telling me that they have this check on hold and they will clear it on the 13th. But from what they see, the issuing bank, the bank that issued the check to me, that the people issued the check from, say they will not pay the money. I said, what? They will not pay the money. Can you imagine? Receiving that kind of letter? I got that kind of money in my account. I jump up and I ran to the bank. I went to see my friend. I asked him, what's happening with this? Fortunately for me, the bank realized that it was a fraud. And they know I'm not involved in all of that because they had freeze that account the money was in. So after I went to the bank and I talked with my friend, I said, my man, what's going on with this account? And then he looked at I told him what was happening. He said, oh man, they tried to fraud you. He said that's a new fraud now. People send you check, you put the check in your account, then you call them and they tell you where you got to send that money back to pay so and so before you get your money or you get your thing. Then you end up sending them your money on a false check. Then you end up owing the bank. When he told me that, I asked him, I said, but then why did the bank clear the check overnight? He said, that's the process. All checks, especially if you don't have we don't have any question about your transaction, the check will clear overnight. And that's what these people do. When the check clear, then they call you, you call them, and they start telling you, send so-and-so for lawyer fee, send so-and-so for insurance fee. Then you end up sending them your money on a bogus check they send you. As soon as I heard that, I was so thankful that my bank put a hold on that check. As soon as they phone up, they put a hold on it. And I was so fortunate, so fortunate that these people did not enter my account. That's why I'm coming on this medium to tell you all my people, there are too many scams going on in this country. We don't know who to trust no more. There are too many liars, too many rogues. And you know the worst part about it? They don't want you to call them rogue. I call them back. I say, you people are damn rogues. They hung up. They don't want to be called rogues. But this is where we are. So I'm telling you all of this so that my viewers can know about this new scam and take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. The other scam that going on to, people going on Facebook and fixing false accounts under other people's name. People call me recently saying, people sending pages around with your picture on it. And when some people saw it, they said, no, this can't be Rodney Chesson. He doesn't write that this. Because they wrote things and posted things for the people to think that were me. And those who know me call me and say, my man, people posting things under your name, but we know it wasn't you. He said somebody called me and told me, said, oh, Rodney Chesson sent me something asking me for money. He said, no, that can't be Rodney Chesson. You know, telling me he has problem home and things like that. He need money, he needs help and all of that. And the guy who he called told him, no, they're not Rodney Chesson. So just be careful, man, people. Just be careful. I had to come on and alert all of you about this. These scams are real. Let me read it to you. The team at is from Publishers Clearinghouse, they say. The team at Publishers Clearinghouse is pleased to officially announce you as a second place winner in the $100 million Super Cash giveaway promotion sponsored by Reader's Digest, Mega Millions, and Multi-State Lottery Association. The total amount to be claimed for your win is 2,500,000, 2.5 million. Congratulations. The Publisher Clearinghouse has made all necessary arrangements in order for you to receive your prize. Enclosed with this letter is a check to cover insurance and attorney's fee. Please contact your claim manager without any delay before depositing this check at your financial institution and for further information on this prize claims manager. They got 2 numbers here for you to call. And there are people there that answer these numbers. They speak to you and tell you this is Publishers Clearinghouse. They give you a security code too. PCH 77717-WIN. As required by federal laws, your security code and price information must be kept strictly confidential, which means you are precluded from discussing your win with third parties. This is to reduce risk of unauthorized access to your claims information. Accept our congratulations. They put a false check here and everything. So, God save me. Because all the scams I know that people trying to scam money from me. I heard about a new scam where people send you check and you put it in your account and they have access to your account. But I was never told that it was in this manner where you call people and they're sitting down. These people are scammers. You know what kind of energy it takes to do all this? It takes energy. It takes knowledge, wasted knowledge. Because when you steal from other people, how can you benefit? That's my class for today, folks. I just came on to tell you all to take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. Okay? There are too many thieves out there. I hope that you don't get caught up in the dragnet. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. Have a good day.